说话。哥们儿，你家娃挺会形容。
Well, if you've been following the channel, you would have seen my last expose of China's viral internet trend of companies using a blackface app to show off their African customer, and how many actual Africans, especially those inside of China, were highly offended by these and pleading with the Chinese to stop. Of course, their efforts were in vain. The Chinese only doubled down and made more of them. Well, now there's another trend sweeping Chinese social media, only this time it's using AI to create an absurd elevator scene, once again making Africans the butt of the joke. Essentially, what you've got are 4 characters in an elevator: a Chinese parent with their infant, a dark-skinned African, and another random Chinese person standing behind them. The Chinese infant, with sort of a scared expression, looks at the African and asks his or her parent, 这个人烧焦了吗? Which means, has this person been burnt to a crisp? Or has this person been charred? The African man overhears the comment and gives them a funny look. Sometimes he'll say, Child, I'm not charred, I'm just overcooked. Or, Child, I'm not charred, I've just eaten too much chocolate. Oftentimes, he'll then bump into them intentionally on his way out of the elevator, and the random stranger behind them will say to the Chinese parent, Oh, buddy, your child sure is good at describing things. One of these videos popped up on my Chinese social media feed. I watched it, and then another popped up, and then another, and then another. There are thousands of these videos online in China, and most of the comments are laughing, crying emojis talking about how funny it is. These are obviously in poor taste. Any mature adult would know that. Another thing worth noting is how prevalent censorship is on Chinese social media and the internet as a whole. Anything deemed inappropriate is quickly deleted by the internet censors. Yet, these obviously offensive videos are allowed to flourish. The thing that always gets me is how easily offended the Chinese get when the reverse is done to them. China has developed a blackface app that automatically puts blackface on whoever is in the video. Imagine if some other country developed an app which makes non-Chinese people look Chinese. A China face app. China would be up in arms. There would be such an outcry that whoever made it would be forced to delete it and apologize. There would be threats of boycott. There would be shouts and cries and gnashing of teeth that could be heard around the world. Yet, despite this, China does it to others and there's very little outcry. When they are called out on it, they say it's not meant to be offensive, it's just made as a funny joke. And if we happen to be offended by it, it's just one big misunderstanding. Look guys, I'm not even black, and this stuff bothers me. What makes me even more annoyed by it is the hypocrisy of a people that are so highly sensitive to any type of negative portrayal, or even just a normal portrayal that they deem to be offensive. Maybe it's not making them look good enough. Yet they continue to engage in this kind of so-called humor. Hey guys, quick interruption. If you are here watching my video, there's a high likelihood that you have an interest in China. Well, personally, I think it's important that we all learn a foreign language, and I want to suggest choosing Chinese as your foreign language. First of all, by studying the Chinese language, you will really start to understand China on a much deeper level. Also, Chinese is the second most widely spoken language in the world, with over 1 billion Chinese speakers worldwide. People say that learning Chinese is so difficult, and let's be frank, in some ways it is, but it's not nearly as tough as you think, and the grammar is super easy. I want to encourage you to check out my channel sponsor, Excel Mandarin, and take advantage of their free trial lesson offer. You have nothing to lose and potentially a lot to gain. Excel Mandarin has bilingual native Chinese speakers based in the US who can teach you real Chinese, and they have the ability to take you from beginner all the way up to fluency. They offer 24/7 support, and they have all of the resources available that you could ever want. I learned Chinese by fumbling my way around on the streets of China. It was a really fun and interesting way to learn, but it wasn't very efficient. If I'd had a native speaker guiding me and helping me along the way, I would have learned a lot more, a lot faster. So check them out today, sign up for a free trial lesson, and make sure not to forget the most important part. Be sure to tell them that Mr. Chopsticks sent you. Okay, now back to the video.
爸爸，那个人是烧焦了吗？
不许乱说话，哥们儿，你家娃挺会形容啊。
爸爸，那个人烧焦了吗？
不许乱说话。
哥们儿，你家娃挺会形容。
A long time ago, during China's rapid rise on the world stage, I used to tell people that China isn't really ready to be in the spotlight because they are too isolated and live in their own sort of China bubble, especially considering the language barrier and the fact that their internet is cut off from the rest of the world and most popular Western apps and websites are blocked in China. Time and time again, my statement has proven to be true. China, with all of its amazing aspects, with its unique and interesting culture, just continues to disappoint me, mainly based on one simple aspect: the lack of willingness to show others the same respect that they demand others show them. When the offenses come to a head and start getting widespread attention, rather than admitting it and apologizing, they seem to choose the path of trying to justify it by calling it a well-intentioned misunderstanding. I wish I could say that such situations are decreasing and cultural and racial sensitivity is improving in China, but it is actually just the opposite. China, I want to speak directly to you now. You are better than this. Show the world your friendly side. Show them how kind you can be. Show other people in countries that you do, in fact, respect them. Stop settling for this bottom-of-the-barrel, low-class humor, if you can even call it humor, and demand more of yourselves. Do better. Guys, if you found this video interesting, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Most of my content is travel-related, but I have been based in China for quite a long time. So I do occasionally put out these type of videos, just giving you an insight into China, talking about random things China-related that you probably won't hear anywhere else. But of course, my bread and butter is travel, and I've got a lot more adventures on the way. So do me a favor, demolish that like button and click on that subscribe button with passion. It will be an honor and a pleasure to have you all along for the ride. The world's a big place, and I'm trying to get out there and see as much of it as I can, and I love being able to share the experiences with all of you. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you all in the next video. 下次再见. Thanks for tuning into today's video. If you enjoyed what you saw here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel because I have a lot of exciting things on the way. So far, we've got videos from China, Japan, South Korea, Cambodia, Thailand, various parts of the US, and of course, a couple series of my Great Appalachian Tour, and much more. Things are only getting started here on the channel, and it's not only my pleasure, but it's also my honor to bring you along for the ride. I want to take this opportunity to give a big shout out to all of my YouTube and Patreon supporters, regardless of what tier you are in. I genuinely appreciate all of you. I do want to give an extra special acknowledgement to my PSHO tier members who go above and beyond in their contributions to this channel. Thank you guys. And then, last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to my top tier supporters: Lee, Martin S., David is Dawe, and Monster Glow for their extreme kindness and support. With this kind of support, there's a possibility that maybe one of these days I'll be able to commit to doing this full time. Yes, that would mean living on the road and taking you all to places all around the globe and giving you honest, unbiased content from countless locations, most of which tend to be off the beaten path. So with that said, we will see you all in the next video.
What do you look for beyond the sea, grasshopper?